right. So I see that we are live now. And I'm super excited because today is going to be one of the most incredible things that we're going to do when it's coming to end this year powerfully and manifest everything that we truly desire and want in our life. And guys, I know that most of us, we put some resolutions out there. We desire to create the most incredible, amazing year ever. And we always try to do everything. But first thing that I would like you to invite you here to do is that to let all the weight that you have got from this year on can be the obstacles you had, the challenges you had, the multiple circumstances that you had to go through, or maybe the pain and etc. And why am I telling you this? Because this in itself allow us to fully ground ourselves into this creation itself of the ending year where we transform. We are coming in with a new energy to fully empower ourselves, but to elevate ourselves to do the most incredible, amazing things ever done before. And so, I today we're going to talk about the topic of turn your desires into reality. How many of you have desires? I'm just wondering. I just wonder, you can just comment below and let me know. Like, what are your desires? Like right now, what is it that you dearly want from deep inside of your heart that you cannot just wait to make it happen? You cannot just wait to observe it as your reality and live it as your physical experience. I know many of us, we have desires, and maybe some of us also, we don't even get to claim them powerfully and accept that we do have desires, because we have told this kind of a things like it's not okay to just express the truth of us. It's not okay to say how like what is it that we truly want. Yeah, maybe because we grew up and seeing people where they shut us down of telling us that you shouldn't say it louder. You should just keep it for yourself. But I'm here to tell you today, it's time for you to rewrite your story. It's time for you to fully be in charge and take responsibilities of what is it that you truly want in your life. It can be in any area of your life. It can be on your business. It can be in your relationship. It can be as your parenthood. It can be in your career. It can be in anything or whatsoever of what is it that you truly desire to bring changes right here, right now. All right, so if this is the first time you're coming in my channel, my name is Rahma Ilarif, and I am a transitional grade coach, and I love empowering impact-driven entrepreneurs, leaders, and change makers to create the most magnificent change in their life. But first of all, to make them remember their truth, who they are, and create the most incredible wealth with their purpose and their mission of life. So, without further ado, I'm going to get started. I'm going to go straight to the topic. And you can just keep writing your desires here. You can just mention them maybe later on at the end of this live. I'm going to just choose one of those desires that you're going to write down here. And I'm going to bring you into a way where you can do a practical exercise with me into getting that desire to not just be a desire that is here in your mind or in your perception, but in order for you to bring it in the physical with you and make it one with you so that you can manifest it effortlessly, easily, and live it as your living experience. All right, I'm excited. So first of all, I would like to introduce you to the meaning of a desire. What is a desire? Why do we have those desires at the first place? Well, most of us, we do hear that a lot. Like I can give the example of having a dream and etc. But we never get to understand why is it that we have those dreams? Why is it that we have those desires? And I'm here to tell you that your desire at the first place is not your desires. It's God's desire. Let me say it again. Your desire, your dream, whatever it is that you are having and you are grasping, you're imagining, you can't stop to perceive it and want it. It's God who wants you to have that. It's showing you a possibility of you haven't tapped into yet, you haven't understood yet, as your current identity of who you are today, with your thoughts, with your life, with everything that you do. But in this desire, he's showing you what's actually really possible for you. And he's like, he's calling you, look, this is what's possible for you. This is what I already designed for you. But most of us, we keep just hoping. We just keep on saying, maybe one day. This is the future. Yeah? And I'm here to tell you, stop seeing your desires, your dreams as something in the future. Because this is showing you a possibility of a truth, of a reality that already exists within yourself, but you haven't fully experiencing it yet in your physical reality, because there are things that are not aligned. There are things that are not matching the frequency and energy of that desire. So in order for us to be able to match that frequency and desire, first we have to grasp it, and first we have to have clarity of it. Because we can have many desires, but we have got to be really honest with ourselves. What is it that we truly want? And what is it really truthful to us? That it's clear and we know this is what I want. This is what I'm choosing. This is what I would desire to be, do, or have. Do you see that? So this is how to get you to understand first the desire, and then I'm going to bring you here, and this is an exercise that we're going to do together, into getting you to recognize your true desires and what do they mean to you. So you're going to write down, what is my true desire? Let's say, for example, someone wrote here that they want to have an incredible, amazing relationship. Okay, amazing. This is beautiful. This is a change that you desire to bring on your personal life. Then you have to ask yourself, what is it that you truly desire out of harmonious or incredible relationship? Why is it important for you? Why is it essential for you? And why is it important to answer that question? Because it helps you to understand better the power of that desire, but it helps you also understand a part of you haven't fully understood yet, that wants that desire that. Do you see now? So you have got to write, what does it mean for you, and how would you feel by being the person who's who is in an incredible, amazing relationship and having this magnificent, harmonious relationship. And then my third question is, what are you willing to do in terms of action right here, right now, in order for you to fully live it as your reality? What is your part in that? Because this is very important for you also to understand that it's one thing to say, I command to the entire universe, I am asking the power of all creation, the source of all that is, as I know this desire of mine is also his desire, and he wants me to have this, and this is already a pre-existing reality that is already there for me, that I'm open myself to receive it and have it. Now, what is my part in this in order for me to make it visible and live it as my physical living experience? Is it really what I want? Or is it just because I'm having this kind of circumstances right now and challenges in my relationship, and therefore I feel like I really need this? And why it's important to differentiate between need and a truthful desire. Because need is not what is it that you want. It's only based on attachment of something that you feel that you're lacking. and it's empty in your life. So you want it, you want to call it in. That's why you say, I need this. But you see, the energy of need only rejects that desire to come to our reality, because we become attached to it, and because the vibration and the frequency we are sending out there is the vibration of need, is the vibration of I don't have, is the vibration of I don't have this yet, so I want it. This is why I told you from the beginning that there is no separation between your desire that you consider being as your future self and who you are today. You can absolutely collapse the time and make that desire that it looks like a future, make it and feel and bring it into your present moment as your reality. But first, you have got to accept that it's already given, that you don't have to search for it, that you don't need that. You have to accept that this is already part of you. You have to accept that this is already you. This is already a pre-existing reality, and you are tuning in your physical self, your mental self, to become a match to that energetical reality that's already pre-existing within you for I don't know, from the moment even not even you, before even you came to this body and live this human life. Because remember, we are spiritual being in a human body living a human experience. Yeah? So therefore, you have got to be really honest with yourself. What is it that you truly want? Because it's very, very important. And is it really a truthful desire? Or is it just based on need and lack? Because I don't have it, so I gotta have it. And the more you say, I need, I lack, the more it keeps running away from you, because the only reality you're tuning in and the frequencies of vibration that you are tapping into is the word of lack, of what is it that you want, is the word of I don't have what it takes. And then the universe keeps on sending you back that same reality for you to observe it as your reality, because this is what you are vibrating from: need and lack. I don't have, I need. So we gotta change that and bring it into a way where you're not gonna embody the energy of need and lack, but you're gonna embody the energy of truth, of knowingness, of certainty, of trust that this is already mine. This is already pre-existing in my energetical level. It's already into it's a frequency vortex that is already inside of me, the bigger, higher self of me that I haven't fully embodied yet, and I haven't fully allowed yet myself to live that experience. And I'm going to give you an example, because I know the mind, our mental mind, this is how I call it, logical mind of ours. I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna give you an example so that it can suit our little mind that is always noisy when it doesn't understand something. It wants evidence, right? So we're not gonna just reject that incredible, amazing, logical sense of ours, but we're going to suit it and allow it to be part of this process with us, of this change that we're creating here. So first of all, what we're going to do is we are going to, let's do this. I think this is way better. I'm going to give you an example. This reality of yours right now, the house you have, the car you have, the clothes you have, maybe the relationship you have, the job you have, or the business you have, the money you have on your bank account. There was a previous reality of yours that was before you were this person today. So this reality of yours that you're living right here, right now, was pre-existing also. So your old version of yourself that was part of your past was only dreaming of this that you are today. So this is to allow you, to show you that that future, that dream, that desire that you want is also pre-existing in another level of frequency and state of being and reality that you haven't fully tapped into yet to its frequency. But it's showing you already with just the idea of you perceiving it, imagining it with your infinite power, your infinite potential that lives within you, and that is the creator of all that is. Because the source of all that is, God, if you want to call it that way, because I love to call it God, but I love calling it as the source of all that is, the source of all existence, the source of all creation, including us in the universe and everything that exists beyond the universe. It's always using this body, this physical body of ourselves, and gives life through us and creates life through us. So that same source of energy, that same source of light that creates life through us and gives life through us is the same source that is showing you the power of the possibilities already existing for you, and you haven't fully accepted yet and fully allow yourself to receive. Do you see now? Yeah? So, I apologize for that. I just got some flu. So, here now, we're going to collapse this and we're going to fully accept our desire as it's already given, it's already part of ourselves. And we're going to remove any blockages that might be around that desire. Maybe you're thinking that this is too much. It can be maybe you want to make a certain income. And then you're looking at your current situation right now and you're thinking, oh my God, this is too much. I cannot have that. Who said so? According to who? This is what I always ask myself. And this is what I always tell my clients. Who said so? According to who? That this is too much. You see, only our logical human self can measure, because it only sees from a view of limitless, limited, perception. Even what we grasp as a desire, as a dream, it's even way more than what we can perceive or imagine from our physical self. It's only giving you an idea on how it's grasping and how it's understanding it. But it doesn't mean that this is the fullness of it, because we can never grasp that power itself. It's beyond our logical sense of a human being to be able to see its fullness of its reality, of its truth. So you're going to write down now what is stopping you from becoming, from creating, from calling in, and from living this desire of yours that you recognize now as your truthful desire, not a need, not a lack. The one that you know from your sixth sense, your intuition, the deepest of yourself, the truth of you, your soul. The truth within you, the source of you, that is telling you that this is real, this is true to me, I resonate with this. You simply know, and it can never lie. And that feeling of sense, I know this is right for me. I know this is what I truly desire. This is what I choose, even way better. Choosing. You gotta choose powerfully. Because every day, either you choose, you don't choose, we're making choices. And the choices is the one creating our results. Because first, from that choice, we create certain feelings. And from those feelings, we have certain thoughts. And then from those thoughts, and the way and how we view things and perceive things, we're now taking action. And those action now, they're driving our results. And then we wonder, like, oh no, I didn't want this. Why is this always happening? Well, We co-creating that reality from our unconsciousness. When we're not conscious enough of what's going on underneath of our energy, of what's going on inside of ourselves. So in here, you're going to recognize what are the blockages, what's stopping you from creating that desire as part of your reality. Is there any obstacle, any challenge that you think that is the reason why you cannot have what is it that you truly choose to have and receive as part of your reality? Or what is it exactly? Write it down, because it's great to write, because now we can see it, we can view it, and we can see what was the unseen, the invisible, and make it visible for us to be able to observe it and understand it better and have clarity. Yeah? And now you got to ask yourself, if you didn't have all those blockages, all those challenges, those obstacles, whatever it is that you wrote down, that is the reason why you believe will stop you or will create resistance from you creating that reality in the here and now as your present moment. I want you now to ask yourself, like, if you didn't have any of that, whatever that you wrote down, what will you do different? What will you do different? What would you choose? What would you command to the universe inside of you, the source of all that is, that gives life through you and creates life through you, command it to create for you? What is it that you will do different? And then write it down. All right. So as you write it down, and you can go back to this live as many times if you missed the question, so that you can rewatch it and reflect again on these questions that I gave you. And then now, whatever that is, that the part that will be the part of you that will take the action. If you didn't have none of those blockages, if you didn't have none of those challenges and whatever it is that you wrote down, if you didn't have none of that, what will you do different? And then now you take the action of what is it that you say that you're going to do it. This is how you collapse time. This is how you turn future into present. It's no longer separated from you. You are living it as your reality. So if, for example, you're the kind of a person who want to have this incredible, amazing, harmonious relationship, and then you realize, what will you do different in order for you to experience that desire of yours as part of your reality, or that business you want to do, or that income you want to make? And then you know what you have to do as the part of you that is requiring you to co-create with the source of all that is, the source of all creation. Now that you know, apologize for that. Now that you know what you have to do, take action immediately and do it. And acknowledge how you feel just by the sensation of feeling the idea of you being able to make it happen, because you have no obstacles, anything stopping you from being it. How do you feel knowing it's already happening and it's inevitable for it to happen? How do you feel? And now you gotta start taking action as that person. You gotta start asking yourself, what is this person who's having this incredible, amazing relationship will do different? How is she dressing up? What are the things that she will do? What are the things that she is doing or he's doing that is not aligned with that version of her or him, and stop doing that? And this is alignment. This is you tapping into the frequency, and this is you embodying a state of being of that reality of yours that you're calling in as your present moment and as your current identity. Yeah. And this is the embodiment itself of your desires. This is the embodiment itself of what is it that you truly desire from deep in your heart. And you choose it because you know it is already pre-existing and it's already made for you. And it's inevitable for you not to leave that. The only thing you have got to do is to match the frequency, to vibrate into the same frequency and embody the state of being of the person who's already living that reality in the here and now. And even if you don't seem to see it, and when you open your eyes, you're just seeing your current identity, because you have got to know that when we do that, we calibrate energetically and spiritually. But then the physical and the mental part of our human self have got to catch up and calibrate itself. So what we see as tomorrow after tomorrow or the day after, it's the way and how this physical timeline is working. But actually, energetically, everything is done. In this instant moment, you make a decision. Instant moment, you make a choice. Instant moment, you choose and command that this is what is that I choose. This is what I say it's mine. Energetically, instant, it's already happened in the vortex, in the magnetism. It's already happened. But how this physical self is going to live it so we can experiencing it as our current life and current reality, the mental and nervous system, our body has to calibrate into the same energy and vibration and frequency to that reality of what we did energetically just now. For some people, it will take maybe 3 months. It depends on the work they do in themselves. For some people, it will work maybe 6 months or even see a year or even more than that. It depends on the work you have got to do and aligning your mental self and your physical self, the part of your human self that are giving us this human experience, so that we can bring it as our 3D physical reality. Do you understand now? Yeah? Is it clear for everyone? It does make sense. Absolutely. All right. So this is how I'm going to end it to you here today. And just remember, there is nothing you cannot achieve. Your desires are already pre-existing and they're already part of you. That's why you're able to grasp them. That's why you're able to imagining them. That you're able even to feel what it feels like to have it, because now you're living into the emotional state and the frequency of that desire in itself that's already pre-existing within you. So allow yourself to receive it. Allow yourself to open and receive it. And therefore, I will see you all tomorrow, same timing. And I cannot wait for all that will take place for you right here, right now, and all that will unfold for you from this. And please let me know below the comments, what was your biggest aha moment from all during this whole life? And I will be happy to hear from them and celebrate you. Celebrate your new change, celebrating your desire, manifesting and taking place in the here and now. And I'm sending you so much love. Mwah. I'll see you next time.